Good morning, welcome to the Craft Store. My name is Nigel, mate. It is great to be with you, especially because I get to hang out and play with some seriously good crafters this morning. You can see her under there getting mic'd up as we speak. The lovely Claire Hamer is joining me from Pink Frog this morning. I'll speak to you in a minute, my lovely. We have got some brand new folds for you this morning. We've also got some returning favourites as well. I think you're going to love what we've got for you because, you know, if I know anything about you lovely crafters out there, when it comes to your card making, where does it all begin? It starts with your cardstock, doesn't it? And we have got the glorious world of folds for you this morning. Folds are rather fabulous. Folds are sheets like this. Now, these are 15 centimetres in width and they are 42 centimetres in length. But the great thing about these is they will allow you to do so many things. You will get folding instructions with this. This is unscored card, so obviously you think, well, how do I fold it? You will get the instructions to show you how to do C5 landscape gate folds, pocket folds, tent cards, tri-folds, pop-out cards, easel cards, double gatefold cards, side gatefold cards, Z-fold cards, inverted stepper cards. It goes on and on and on. And also frames as well. It's incredible. It really, really is. 708 655 is your item number on this one. I believe that she's mic'd up and ready to go. What time is it? Stop. It's Hamer time. Over to you, Claire Hamer. This is genius.
Fabulous, isn't it?
Can I say good morning as well? It's so nice to work with you.
It's so lovely to meet you and finally work with you.
I have watched you many an occasion and thought, oh, we're going to get on. And yeah, do you know, we've had a good old chat this morning. You know when somebody's on your wavelength and you think, I like you immediately. This is brilliant. We're going to have some fun. Linen texture on this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What weight are we talking?
We are talking 300 GSM.
See, that's a good base card weight, isn't it? It really is. I love this idea of all of these fabulous folds that you could do as well, because you give me a handy list here, which I am loving. So all of these folds, all of these card shapes are achievable with each and every one of the folds.
Exactly. So we like to give you something that you can craft with. So straight away, you're not just you just haven't got an A5 card, you've got all those different card folds. And for me, if I'm in a bit of a funk, I'll just sit and fold card and that'll help me get my creativity going. So yeah, love it.
So let's show you exactly what you're getting. You're getting a linen texture on your card. Now obviously it's not always easy to see the linen texture, so the lovely Claire has actually sort of coloured this one up for us so you can actually see that's the linen texture that you've got on each and every one of the 10 sheets of the folds that you have got here today. But let's show you the cards. So Claire, what's this one to begin with? This is like Test Claire. I like this.
That's your easel card with no mat. So it's literally just made out of one piece folded together.
OK, now the next one that we have for you is this one here. Oh, now this is very interesting. What have we got here?
Other way round.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
That way, thank you.
Inverted stepper.
There you go. I couldn't work out which way I was going then, could I? So that's your inverted stepper that we have there. The next one that we have for you is this one.
Side gatefold.
Nice.
So what I love about these is you don't have to do an awful lot to these to make them look exciting. You're already kind of halfway there to a glorious project.
Next one that we have here, Claire, is?
Double gatefold.
Double gatefold. Then we have this one, which is?
Z-fold.
Z-fold, lovely. I mean, these are fabulous. These are classic card shapes, but not always easy to do if you don't know where the fold goes, where the score goes. You get the instructions.
Yeah, and because of the size of the card, they're super easy to do as well. There's your pop-out cards. That's just using 2 of the card blanks.
I like that a lot. Then we've got this one here that is?
That's your kind of pocket card. So brilliant for invitations, gifts, that kind of thing.
Lovely, little, yeah. Put some money on the card or something in there, or cold hard cash inside, we don't mind. Then this one?
Tri-fold, one of my favourites.
One of your classics. And then finally, last but by no means least, this one here.
You've got gatefold. I think you've got another one tucked behind it as well.
Have I picked up 2 at once?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
So that's your standard either top fold, kind of A5 or side fold. And what's great about all of these is, although they look fancy, they will all fit in a C5 envelope or a 6x6 envelope.
Oh my gosh, so literally 2 different envelopes, all of these card shapes, 1 fold will do all of these and more.
Yeah.
It is just genius, it really, really is. If you'd like to go for yours, it's 708 655 is the item number on this one. 1649 is your price. Claire, I love it. You've got your boards ready to go as well. This shows what you can actually do as well. So take us through what we've got here.
So, being Pink Frog card, we can't just have it as card. We have to be able to work with it. And as always, we've gone through, we've tested it, tried things out on it. So I just love that, although it's got this texture on it, I can still do so many things. So we've got direct ink to paper, so that's just swiping an ink pad across, so just bringing out the texture with a little bit of colour. We can stamp on it, so you can see the detail. It's one of our more detailed stamps, the butterfly. This one, I've just put some Distress Oxide over there, sprayed it with a bit of water, and it's lifted. Distress Oxide blender, so you can see it can even blend. So any colour of linen card you want, throw your ink at it, and you can change the colour of it.
So you've got such versatility with this straight away, haven't you?
Yeah.
And that's what I love. I mean, I love the fact that the card shape, the fold, will allow you to do so much for construction. But then once you've got your springboard sorted, all of that creativity that you got there is brilliant. You can do what you like.
Yeah, so you can die cut it. There, I've just embossed some straight lines and put a bit of colour on it. Let's go to the second
show me more,
board.
Claire. I want
Second
more.
board. There you go, let's pop that one. Let's pop it on the floor right there.
So you've got so many boards, you don't know where to go.
There you go. Pigment powders with water. So it's not a watercolour card by any means, but it will take a little bit of water, and it took more water than I thought it would. So sprayed it, pigment powders, bit of texture paste. We've got distress ink with water, so just popping your distress ink, spraying it and picking it up. Distress oxides with water, so we've swiped them along the top, given them a good spray. You can also print on it. I've only got a little, I won't mention the brand, but just a little.
A basic printer.
I have got a really basic printer, and it's printed beautifully. So if you're doing, again, invitations, great. If you just want to print quite a lot of detail.
And are you happy for people to use your folds for, like, you know, little businesses and stationery and whatever you fancy? Complete angel policy.
Fill your boots.
Fill your boots. One of my favourite phrases.
There you go. Watercolour pencils, so we just watercoloured and then dragged the colour out. So you can see, you know, again, it's just blended beautifully on it. And one last board for us. Spray, so we've used the Pearly Wink sprays, but a lot of your different sprays. Here we've embossed using a metal die. I'm going to do that this morning, then swipe some ink over it. Shaving foam marbling. So that's one of the first techniques I did with this, because I wasn't sure how well it'd take water, and this is actually quite a dry technique, but as it turns out I could have used water. But yeah, brilliant. Using a stencil, inking through. Card bases, a little mini card there, and we've heat embossed. So just brilliant. So a really versatile card.
Lovely stuff. If you would like to go for yours, 708 655, brand new from the fabulous Pink Frog this morning. You can make what you like. Really great cards for that. And I love it. That is your basis for so much there. So 708 655 is your item number. Works out at 33p a sheet, which is jolly good value. 16.49 in all. 3 ways to order. You can either order via the phone lines, number will pop up on the screen. You can, of course, order via the app, or you can head straight to the website, which is thecraftstore.com. It's entirely up to you. Next up for you, we have got some returning faves. Now, these are actually new in the fact that we've got them on their own. You may have seen them in like bundles and stuff before. This one is the chocolate. Now, this is gorgeous. Check out the pearlescence on this. There is a word for this, delicious. Absolutely delicious. This is construction weight, this one, isn't it?
It is, definitely. This is a really good, strong weight. And it's kind of pearlescent, kind of more on one side than the other, which is why we call it chocolate duo.
It's just beautiful. Yes, let me show you one of the actual folds, because again, 15 by 42. It's the same size for all of the folds that we're showing this morning.
It is, yeah, that's where we're going today.
This one, pearlescent, of course, as well. 400 GSM. I mean, that is a thick weight. Look. If we do the finger flick test, I mean, that is a good wedge of card that you've got there. So if you are thinking about construction and making things with this, then this is going to be perfect for you. Box making, frames, things of that ilk. 347891 is your item number. Nearly a quarter of the stock has gone. Now, again, I mean, this is a great sort of foundation for so many things, isn't it? I mean, if you are doing frames and stuff, you can add to this, use it in your mixed media, your construction, your card base, whatever you fancy.
Definitely, and with the frame instructions, that one we've put on a card, but you can do freestanding frames with it as well.
Lovely stuff. 347891 is your item number on that one. $12.99 is your price. Should be $17.99, but it's an introductory price because we're having it for the first time in this configuration on its own. So you are saving a fiver there. Liking that. Thank you, Claire. Right, let's move on to the next one for you. This is beautiful. I mean, again, you've got this fabulous pearlescence with this one. So again, if we check out the shimmer on this, this is your shimmer white. It is beautifully named. I mean, look at that. It's got like a champagne-y tone to it, this one. It
has, yeah. So it's got a warmth to it.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of those cardstocks, I think, you can immediately think, oh, well, I'm going to do great things with this. 350 GSM, so again, great for your construction and things. But the fact that it's got that shimmer, it's giving me sort of marriage vibes.
Definitely, and 15 by 42s for me are just the perfect thing for doing your wedding invitations. And you'll see as we go through, great for my like little pockets and things like that, because you've got that tri-fold and pocket fold going on.
Well, this is the thing. Let's pretend in another world right now, you and I are getting married, and all of our invitations, all of our bits and pieces, I can see you were thrilled with that thought. All of those bits and pieces that we're making for the wedding are being done in shimmer white. You would know that that would be a rather fancy do, would it not?
Yeah, I think you'd just be blown away. I think you'd be, as a guest, you'd be thinking, I need a decent outfit for that do.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a posh do.
It is.
I'm insisting on all guests, including Meg, our producer, buy a fascinator.
Oh,
it's got
definitely.
to be that. The bigger, the better. Bedecked with foiled butterflies, if you please. £12.99 is your price on that one. 191554, your item number for the shimmer white. Now, approaching a quarter on the shimmer has already gone. Next up for you, now this is lovely, the misty grey. This, again, is one of my favourites. Grey, Claire, is one of those colours, I think it's so underrated in the craft world.
I love grey, and again, it's a little bit softer. You know, it's obviously softer than, you know, our normal kind of black or white. And
it's a granity kind of grey, this one. It's got that lovely sort of, those hints of silver coming through as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, just beautiful.
260 GSM, so a great way if you are thinking about die cutting and embossing as well, sort of in that perfect medium for die cutting and embossing. And you can see, look, heat embossing on the top of it there, just gorgeous. I mean, again, grey is one of those colours, it works for every occasion, whether you want your cards to be celebratory, whether you want them to be commiseratory, whether you want them to be, you know, joyously flamboyant or sort of frugal and sort of kind of like meagre in design. It doesn't matter really, it works because the grey goes with everything.
Definitely, and a great neutral to start with, but then, you know, great with pinks, but great with like mustard colours as well. Really nice.
Love it. I'm loving your colour palette. If you'd like to go for that one, that's your misty grey. 840108 your item number. Again, £12.99 is your price. Next up for you, I know we did Hamer Time earlier. I feel like we're doing like all of our 80s hits today. We're going Ice Baby next. We've got Ice Gold, which is brilliant. This is lovely. I love it because anybody under a certain age on the crew is now going, what are the old people talking about? This is your Ice Gold. I mean, this is just stunning. Again, you've got that pearlescence with this, which means that when the light catches it, it gives it that extra opulence. It
does, and the good thing is, and I think you'll see on some of the samples, is where we've either stamped or inked over it, you still get that shimmer coming through on it.
So you can see here with the butterflies, yes, you've actually stamped over the top of it there, and a bit of heat embossing, I think, as well. Oh, no, it's just stamping.
Yeah.
But you can see that shimmer still coming through really strongly. And then this is lovely with the inks as well. It's good, isn't it, when the card can become, and the actual texture of the card and the look of the card can become a real focal point on the card. It's not just there for a function, it's there for a fashion as well.
Yeah, and I love the fact that when you just add that kind of colour over the top, you know, you don't lose that shimmer, it actually adds to it, so it's even better.
I think these are gorgeous, Claire. I mean, really nice sort of like, not simple cards, but clean cards.
Clean and simple.
Clean and simple, which is lovely. And I also think clean and simple looks most expensive to me.
I love clean and simple.
Yeah.
And how I manage it, I don't know, because I'm like the world's messiest crafter and normally get ink all over it.
That's the sort of dichotomy of it all, which works,
But I do love that clean lines look.
Lovely. Well, I love your cards. I think they're superb. 075 077 is the item number on that one for your Ice Gold. It's only one ice, but I had to say it like that because it pleases me. Next up for you, this is gorgeous too. This is our slate grey. Now, again, can I just put the two greys together? This is your misty grey. This one here, and then this one here is your slate grey. Now, I've got to say there is a slight difference in them, as you can see, but I will say I think these work well together. If you were to go for both of these together, let's remember you are saving £10 across the two with your introductory prices. The usual price of one is £17.99, so I would actually say today it's worth going for two of them just to try it, mix and match.
Yeah, so for me, the slate's got more of like a blue undertone, and the misty's got more of a brown undertone, so that's, for me, the difference with them.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. That's why you're here, Claire, to give me nuggets of brilliance like that, which I love. So yes, if you want to go for that one, that's your slate grey. Again, I would like to show you a sample, if I may, because look, you can see, I mean, just using a little touch there, whatever you put it with, it works incredibly well. Does this slide out? Oh, yes, it does. How exciting. See, that could have a store card on the back or just some cold hard cash again. It's entirely up to you. So that's your slate grey unscored card. It's 50 of the sheets for you there, 50 of the folds. That's a good amount that you get as well.
Definitely, and there's just so much you can do with it. You really can.
Yeah, really versatile. A quarter of the stock has now gone on that one virtually. 432258 is your item number. Next up for you, we've got the ice crystal that we have for you. Now again, it's like if we get in on this one, you will see that when the light catches it, you have got that extra little bit of va-va-voom.
Definitely.
This is what Pink Frog do so incredibly well. You give us that little sort of extra touch. Card is never basic with you guys.
Definitely not. If it's not a finish, it'll be a size and what you can do with it. And we just want people to be creative and give them that flexibility, but also give them a helping hand to get there as well. You
tick my ility boxes because you do flexibility, you do affordability, you do craftability, and you can see you do, well, you do quantity as well with this one. That's not an ility, that's an itty for us there. £12.99 is your price on that. Again, you got the reduction of £5 today. I don't know how long these introductory prices last. I imagine not after the first introduction. Once the stock is gone as well on all of these that I'm showing you, apart from the first one, the linen white, all of the other ones that we've shown you so far, when they are gone...
They are gone.
Oh, Claire, let's say it again. When they're gone.
They are gone.
They are gone. Yes, they are. So get them whilst we have them, basically. Next up for you, now, this is not like a bluey black or a sort of like a, you know, a wishy-washy black. This is a true black that we have for you here. It's like a midnight black. I mean, black's one of those colours. When black is done correctly, it's done perfectly. When black is done badly, it's done terribly. Yeah, so all of our true black is, like you say, it's proper black, and it's the same all the time as well. So whether you've bought it from us this week, last week, in a different size, it's always exactly the same. So you've got that quality assurance in there. I think this is beautiful, it really is. Acid and lignin free as well, so if you are using it for your scrapbooks and things like that, it's not going to rot your pictures, which is always handy, isn't it? So it's nice to know that you can use it in all arenas of the crafting world. Let's show you some samples. Complete angel policy, as Claire said before, so you can make what you like. I mean, this, again, I mean, it's just... It has a crispness, it has a simplicity about it, it has an expense about it. It does, and on that one all we've done is emboss a piece and rubbed an ink pad over the top to get that beautiful background. So again, you can do lots with it. Sophistication is the word I'm going to throw at that one, quite frankly. Like this as well, this is lovely with the... now, what are we talking about here? Is this gilding wax? That was gilding flakes with a stamp. Oh, nice. That's lovely. It gives it that real sort of antique-y distressed look, doesn't it? And that's obviously using the frames that you get the instructions for as well. So you get instructions for the folds or the cards, and then instructions for the frames too. Yeah. And obviously the weight on this one is 280 GSM, so again, it's a perfect weight for things like frames, construction. It's going to be sturdy enough, but not too heavy. Yeah. If you want to go for that one, £16.49 is your price on that. Right, oh my word, you've seen all of our fabulous folds. You've seen the brand new one with the linen texture and then all of the others as well. Don't forget to check them all out on the website, thecraftstore.com. Very, very busy. Now, our chocolate card... 70% of the stock has gone. Claire, when it's gone? It's gone. It's gone. Listen to the Hamer. She tells you. So if you do want to go for this one, it's 400 GSM. That's a good sound. Isn't that a satisfying sound? That really is. I love that. 347891 is your item number. Claire, I think we need some inspiration, which is where you very much come in. So inspire us with a lovely demo. What are you going to do for us, my lovely? We are going to. I'm going to reach across and get this, actually. There you go. So we're going to do a little wedding invitation. So we're going to show you lots of techniques, but this pops open. There we go. And we've got a little pocket, and you can see we've changed the colour of the card as well. So plenty to go out there. That's adorable. Is this for our imaginary wedding? It is. I'll be... Do you want to be Emily or Michael? Emily all the way. OK, I'll be Michael. Excellent. So we're going to start with a fold. Now, I've based this on one of the folds, but I've changed it slightly because because I'm going to die cut it, I wanted my kind of tabs to be a bit longer. So, you know,
you can do that. So use the instructions as well as using them as they are. Feel free to kind of stretch them a little bit further as well. So for this, I'm going to score at 21, so that's down the middle, and then I'm going to score at 6 centimetres, and I'm going to turn it round to the other side to give me 6.5.
See, obviously a scoreboard and a scoring tool are definitely going to be your friends with these folds as well. If you haven't got one of those, do check out on the website, either of course here at the craft store on the website, or of course I know you've got a hunky-dory one there. I know that's available on the Create Craft website, our sister channels, so of course you can shop in both places at the moment. Soon to be one big happy family.
So what we'll do is we'll show you how we do the next bit. So as you can see straight away, I've got a pocket inside, and then this will fold up on itself, and we've got a little tab at the front, but I thought let's make the tabs a little bit more exciting. So we are going to use one of our edge dies.
So Claire, I've got to ask as well, because obviously it's our first time together. Where did the crafting start for you?
It started when I needed to make a 50th birthday card for my dad, and all the things kind of my dad was into at the time, you couldn't really get a card for. So he liked a bit of guitar and a bit of like red wine, and all you could get was beer
and red wine. I like him.
But you could only get beer and darts at the time. So I made a card, and that was it basically.
So what age was that? I mean, was that sort of...
God, that's probably about 15, maybe 20 years ago now.
So you must have been 12.
I love you. This marriage is going well. So I'm just going to pop this through here. Yeah, so that was me, and I started my card making journey at that point, and never really looked back, and I still love everything about it now. I absolutely love it.
You and I have been having a good chat this morning. If there's one thing that immediately I would say, if somebody says to me, oh, have you met Claire Hamer? Yes, I did. So warm and so passionate about crafting. I mean, straight away, your smile lit up the studio, because this for you, I mean, this is perfect, isn't it? You get to play with card and paper and fabulous dies as well. If you do want that die that Claire's just been using, it's that one there. We've got some other ones on the show. We'll show you those in a moment. But this is the first one that we've got for you. This is the elegant edge that we've got for you, if you'd like to go for that one. 447500 is your item. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. 447500 your item number on that one. But this is like your sort of heaven, isn't it?
It is, and having such beautiful card to work with all the time is like, oh, I just love it.
No, but it's brilliant, because card is the springboard for everything else, isn't it? It's like if you're making something, or whether it's construction, whether it's card, whether it's matting, layering, whatever, you need your card stock.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead to one that we've already done. So this one we've got 2 edges on. So I've just done the same on the other end. So let's decorate the front. Now for this bit, just double check which bit is the front.
Claire, do you know what that noise is?
Oh no, it's not.
That's the noise of a sellout. A sellout on the chocolate. I'm afraid it's gone. Also, well, you know, we've got a limited stock for you as well on the shimmer white, which is this one. The shimmer white, if you want to go for that one, that is now limited stock. That means 90% of the stock is gone. When it goes green on the screen, the stocks are lean. And remember what Claire said, when it's gone.
It's gone.
Thank you, Claire. 191554 is your item number there. Back to you, Claire.
So I am going to use some of our Scotch tape. So this stuff is brilliant because it is totally removable. So you can use it and not worry about damaging your card in any way. And you can see I'm using quite big bits of it, so obviously you've got to be confident that it isn't going to damage it. And I just want to show you how easy it is to change the colour of this linen card. This is just a bit of Distress Oxide.
Claire, that's the sound of.
Not another one.
Shimmer white gone.
No.
Sold out and gone. Poor Doug on magic hands. Doug on the floor. He's going to be coming in like clearing the cans. We're going to look like we've been raided in a minute and looted. There'll be nothing left. So shimmer white is gone. Back to Claire.
So there you go. And you see just how beautifully that card takes the ink colour straight away. What I want to do now is I'm going to get rid of that. And because I want it to be neat, I'm just going to put it the other side. And we are going to get hold of one of my favourite stamps. So it's from the Flowers and Verses set. Oh, it'd help if I'd have got an ink.
Will that be on the
blocker.
website, Claire?
It is, yeah. So the Pink Frog brand shop, there's quite a lot in there. So all of the stamps. Sorry about this. I thought I'd got this out.
I know we've got some stamps on the show as well. We'll check to see if those are on the show. Which ones are they called? The flowers
This is Flowers and Verses.
Flowers and Verses.
This little stamp here is one of my favourite ever worker stamps.
I think the Flowers and Verses are on our website, thecraftstore.com, so you can check there. Do check out the entire Pink Frog range. I've got to say, there's lots of pink things here at the craft store, but the Pink Frog is definitely one of the best. So do go and check them all out.
So this is a very delicate little leaf stamp, but you can see even on this linen card, and I'm not using a stamping platform this morning, I am just going for it.
That's another thing I like about you. You just go straight for it.
Definitely. I'm going to use the smaller one just to infill those parts.
Have you tried lots of different areas of the crafting world then? Have you tried sort of like fabric-y stuff and all sorts of stuff over the years?
Fabric I don't get on so well with. But I do like a bit of mixed media.
Nice.
Yeah, all kinds of things,
so
really.
Again, this cardstock is perfect because, I mean, as your boards proved earlier, it lends itself to so many different things. Whether you're using pastes or whether you're using sprays or mists or whatever it may be, this card will take it.
So you can see I can pull that off straight away and it just doesn't damage the card at all. So one of the other things I want to show you is that we can emboss with our metal die. So let me grab those plates. So I'm going to grab a panel that I've already printed on. She says.
If you do want those stamps, by the way, the flowers and the verses, details for those on the screen. Do we have a little picture of those or not? Or are they on the website? Here we go. Look, Meg's delivered. God bless Meg, our producer.
Oh, I've lost my die.
She never lets a man down. 735 796 is your item number on that one. Excuse me. Back to you, Claire.
Well, I've lost my die, so this is.
Do you want to borrow one off the board?
Yeah, please.
Which one is it, my lovely?
The elegant one, please. I've just had it.
There you go. I'll put them under there.
Fabulous.
And you grab it accordingly.
Like the post
there you go.
office. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is I want to emboss this onto here. So I don't want to cut it, I just want to emboss it. Again, I'm just using the Scotch tape to hold this die in place. And what I'm going to do, so this is the Easy Embossing Mat from Pink Frog.
You just had that elegant edge. How have you managed to lose that?
I don't know.
It'll turn up
Welcome to my life.
No, I was telling Kirsty, one of the other lovely floor crew this morning, I was just saying that basically she would rapidly learn about me that I just leave everything everywhere. Like my mask will be somewhere, my glasses will be somewhere. I can constantly look for my glasses and they're on my head a lot of the time. It's like, so again, Claire, I think you and I are cut from the same cloth.
Definitely. I can lose things without moving, I really can.
Them in the first place.
So I haven't got that quite in the middle, but you know, we'll blame Live Tally for that. But you can see, and I'm just going to rub a bit of ink over it. So this is the same die we've cut out that we've now embossed with. So for me, I love my craft stash to go as far as it can. I like to get, you know, good value for money. What else can I use it for? So there you go.
See, I like this die as well. It's very kind of, it's what I call flap friendly for a die. I can imagine this in an envelope or something like that on a flap. It would look beautiful. And also for your gatefolds, if you wanted to sort of cut around this for like 2 gatefolds on the front of a card, it would be lovely.
Yeah, and again, we'll just bring that little leaf in. So it's bringing our design from the front of our invitation into the middle of our invitation.
Now, also because I'm keen to take any bit of editorial that Meg, our producer, gives us, I'm going to say it. She says as well, and I'm going to get your opinion on this, Claire.
Go on.
She says you could make an owl face from it, that elegant edge.
You could, definitely.
There you go.
Definitely.
There you go.
I am going to bring this one in. So this one is the same. We've just, oh, hello. Got stuck on itself. So we've done it all, and there's one already coloured in.
Now just to say, our linen card getting busier and busier. We've got a good stock of that one. Remember, all of the others, when they're gone, they're gone. But the linen card, a good stock, but already that stock is dwindling this morning. So if you would like to go for it, brand new, unscored card, it's your basis, your foundation. It's like you don't put your carpet down without a good bit of underlay. It's the same in the craft world. You need a good bit of card to make a creation. 708655 is your item number.
And what I love is the fact that I can make all this match the same colour.
Yes.
So if I run out of card halfway through, I'm not going to be stuck that I haven't got the same green because I'm inking that myself. So there we've got. So that's all I've done with these edge bits is just ink the edges.
Was crafting in the family for you then, Claire?
My dad's does a lot of woodwork.
That's a very good craft.
So,
what sort of like pyrography or building, carpentry?
Like carpentry. So yeah. So yeah. So there's probably a little bit of it there, but yeah, it's just something I've done and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And I still love it. So when I'm not doing this, you know, I'm like everybody else. I'm looking for what else is out there and playing with things.
That smile, I love it. Honestly, you could light up a room.
There you go. So I'm going to stick this flat down. I'm going to use our red liner tape for this. So this is the 6mm because I wanted it to be narrow so I could get things into the pocket, but also sticky enough that it holds its ground.
Now, if you want something sticky in different sizes, we do have a red liner tape collection for you. We've got the 3mm, the 6 that Claire is using at the moment, the 9mm and the 12mm. That's 120 metres of total. That would stretch from the studio out to the craft store car park and back again a few times, I feel. We should try that, Doug, see if we can do it. 825-810 is your item number on that one. $13.99 is your price for all. How many reels do we actually get there? Do we know?
You get
4 different reels.
You get 4 different reels, but there is 30 metres on each roll.
Yeah, 120 metres.
Yeah, they are huge. So most red liner tape comes about 5 metres on a roll. So
you're giving us more. We love that, Claire.
So all I've done is taken a little bit of hook and loop. And that's just going to stick down, if I can get the backing off it. If not, you know, so that would stick on there. And just finish it with pearls. And then I have got just some little words that I've cut out that say, so rather than wedding invitation, I thought we'd just have a wedding party, because that sounds way better.
Are we going to go for a disco or a band?
Oh, band.
Oh, see, now this could be the first marital argument. I would favour a disco.
Well, we'd have to have a disco, but can we have a bit of swing music as well?
Willingly. I'm all for a bit of swing at the wedding.
Perfect.
That would be good. That would be very, very good. So what are we talking? I don't know. Are you going to change dresses midway through the evening then? Maybe a bit of like a Lindy Bop kind of like big petticoated dress for a bit of swing?
Yeah, maybe. Might go with it. So yeah, so again, this is just cut from linen. I've used some of our quick stick, which is our double-sided adhesive when I've cut this out. So that was already sticky on the back. So great for when you're cutting out like little tiny words. And there you go. There is your invitation.
I think that's gorgeous.
So I think just, even if you don't do that exactly, use it as a basis.
Yes.
You've got pockets, you've got folds, you've got edges. You can just take that wherever you want. And that is printed onto linen as well. So great for invitations.
That is a wedding party that I am confirming for straight away.
Fabulous.
Which is good because I'm the groom. 708-655 is your item number for that white linen cardstock. Remember, it's 300 GSM and it really does have a good wobble to it, which means it's going to be perfect for your base card. It's also perfect at mimetic layering, die cutting, as well as long as the die isn't too sort of like overly detailed. 300 is going to be perfect for that. You can emboss with it. Obviously, it has that linen texture to begin with as well. Can I just show you some of the cards? Because Claire and the... do you do all the cards yourself? Or is there like
we've got a beautiful design team as well. So the lovely Katie.
These are gorgeous.
Lovely Heather. I think we've probably got some of... Hazel's will be in there as well.
Hazel?
Yeah, who's on after me. Yeah, some of Hazel's will be in there. Yeah, so she does some work for Pink Frog, so there's probably some of hers.
Used to. Oh yeah, this is brilliant though. It's like I'm meeting a whole new family. Yeah, we've got a lovely design team. These are stunning. This card I love. Who's made this one?
That's one of Katie's.
That's just gorgeous. Look at that.
So just the colour you can get on that linen card is amazing.
It is. It's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I know I keep using the sort of phrase, it's a springboard for your creativity. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like when you have cardstock that you can do so much with, it doesn't sort of... I don't know, it doesn't sort of like blinker your horizons really, does it? It's like with this you can do so many different things.
It kind of opens your horizons. Yes. It's like the other way. I mean, I love the texture on that. It looks like just like linen. That's crazy.
It is beautiful. 708-655 is the item. Claire, you get yourself ready for your next demonstration because I am loving this. I'm going to remind you what we've got. That's the fabulous white, the white linen there if you'd like to go for that. Our misty grey coming up next. I don't know why I did that. I just thought a bit magical and mystical there. This is the misty grey. How much of the stock has gone on this now? Nearly a third of the stock has gone on this. Love this. Great weight. 260 GSM. Something that's got a good weight. Perfect for die cutting and embossing. I just love the fact, I mean, grey, I know I said it's an underrated colour. I think grey is one of those colours that once you start using grey, you never stop using grey because it's so useful for so many different combinations of other colours as well. Put it with black cardstock, craft cardstock, white cardstock, any of the colours that we've got today, it matches perfectly. It works perfectly with it. £12.99 is your price. It's an introductory price today. The stock is dwindling, 840-108. And Claire, when it's gone...
It's gone.
Thank you, Claire. Next up for you, this is the Ice Gold. This is fab, isn't it? Look at this. It's just beautiful. I mean, again, this has that real luxury feel about it. I mean, I think, again, if you were making a card, this is the kind of... when you use card like this, I think this would be for a card where you really want it to stand out on the mantelpiece. It's a mantelpiece pleaser because you want to have a card that... You know, imagine if you're going to a wedding, because that seems to be the theme of the hour, because we're getting married, me and Claire, in another world right now. If you were sending a card to somebody, with all their wedding cards, you want to make sure that yours stands out. I think if you have it on cardstock like this, the Ice Gold, immediately when the light catches it, you can see that there is that shimmer. You get that line, almost like a champagne-coloured line down there, and that's the entirety of this fold. And you're getting 50 of these folds, remember. They're all 15 by 42. You will get instructions telling you how to make 10, I think it's 10 different cards. Plus, of course, you will get your instructions how to do frames too, because this is a good construction weight should you want to use it for that. 075077. Do you get instructions for frames, or have I just made that up?
No, that's correct.
No, you do. I thought I'd made it up when I said it then.
No, we're putting all the frame instructions in there as well.
Thank you, Claire. Just had to check. Next up for you, slate grey. I mean, again, let's pop these together. If you see, that's the misty grey there. That one there, and then that's the slate grey. You can see the difference. So misty grey, slate grey. 70% of the slate grey has already gone. I'm not surprised. Remember the folds as well. If you're thinking what size are they? They are 15 centimetres by 42 centimetres. They will allow you to do so many different things. Whether you are using them to follow the folds or whether you are using them for your own want in the craft world is entirely up to you. Either way, you have got the perfect starting point for all of your creations. 432258 is the item number on that one. Nearly 3/4 of the stock gone there. And remember that one, when it's gone.
It's gone.
Thank you, Claire. Next up for you. And thank you, Meg, because she said it in my ear as well.
She's good.
Just in case you didn't deliver, but you did, which is brilliant. This is our next one. This is our Ice Crystal, if you'd like to go for this one. £12.99 is your price on this. Again, down by £5 from £17.99. And again, let's ask Doug when it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Thank you, Doug. That was a little bit like, oh, you want me to talk. 604165 is your item number on that one. Finally for you, in our range, this is, again, when it's gone, it's gone. This is the true black that we have. I like this. It's like a midnight black to me, like a proper jet black. Black, I think, again, is one of those colours. I said earlier, I think when black card is proper black card, it is beautiful black card. It really is. It's just gorgeous. I mean, a little border of that with other, you know, matting and layering with other colours, whether you go for any sort of like Technicolor cardstock, whether it be, you know, a pearlescent cardstock, a silk board, mirror board, whatever it is, black always goes with everything. It's like the little, you know, the LBD, the little black dress that goes with everything. 491887 is your item number on that one. Acid and lignin free. Are they all acid and lignin free?
No.
Oh.
Not necessarily. The linen is and the black is.
OK, so the linen and black, if you are using it for scrapbooks and things like that, those would be the perfect ones to go for.
Perfect, yes.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, Claire. 491 even, sorry, that was a big lie, wasn't it? 491887 is your item number. Are we doing the dies while we're up here as well? Right. We've got 3 sets for you. We've got the Elegant Edge to begin with, which is this one here. So you can see... Oh, hang on, I forgot the wrong one. Beg your pardon, sorry, that's the Elegant Edge, my apologies. So that's the Elegant Edge that you've got there for you. Just stunning. It reminds me, you know when you get fancy gates?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you and I are of an age. Do you remember Footballers' Wives, the TV show?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to have, like, you know, you'd see their, like, houses? And they always had those fancy gates at the front. They would always have something like that at the top, wouldn't they? They'd normally have a couple of, like, stone lions.
I was going to go stone lions, yeah.
Which I'm not so keen on. But these, I just think, are lovely. I mean, just gorgeous. There's an elegance about this.
Definitely, and these work perfectly on, like, the 15-centimetre width card. So you saw me use that. I didn't really have to trim it off at all.
So this is, I mean, I assume this is like the 15 here that you've used for this, and just trim it accordingly if need be. 447500. Your item number on that one. Next up for you, it's our bride and our groom. Here we are. This is me and Claire in another world. We've got our horseshoe, we've got our wedding rings, we've got our little hearts there. We're just ready for our big band and our disco. We're going to have both of them.
Can we have cake? We're having cake.
Absolutely, that's obligatory.
Okay, just
I'm going to
checking.
get Anthony that was on earlier. You know,
you could
from
do the cake.
Karen Davis. He's going to do the cake.
Good.
He's going to decorate that. It's going to be brilliant. You know, Hazel that's coming up in the next hour, she's going to do karaoke. It's going to be fabulous. She's like, yeah, brilliant to that. So this is your bride and groom. It's one of those things, isn't it? I love the fact that the bride and groom are separate as well, because we live in a day and age, and rightly so, where you could have groom, groom, bride, bride, whatever you fancy.
Yeah.
So I think to have them separate as well is brilliant.
Definitely. And it also means that, you know, like you say, you've got that, but you can kind of layer them up different ways
Yes,
as well,
you can.
so it works really well.
And I've got to say, the classic bride with the veil, the dress as well, it's that sort of quintessential silhouette of a bride, isn't it?
It is. So it's got that detail in there, but it's not so specific that you're like, oh, that's not me, or that's not my friend. It's
generic enough to be sort of widespread, but it's still beautiful enough to be loved by everybody. If that makes sense.
we've done it in certain colours, and it's looked quite kind of quite old-fashioned, quite kind of
vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I do think as well with something like this, I mean, it's just gorgeous. It could be quite fairy tale.
Oh,
if you wanted to go down the sort of happy ever after ending route, then that I mean, I think could work for that as well.
Definitely. A bit of glitter with that would be great.
Oh, a glittery bride. Is there going to be glitter on our wedding day?
Loads of it.
Loads of it, I'm in. 198264 is your item number on that one. Then finally for you, it's this one, isn't it? This is the other fabulous pointy little edge that we've got for you here. This is gorgeous. I mean, I've got to say, either way this works to me. Is that it doesn't matter which way you put this, whether it's side, top, middle, bottom. I mean, it works all the way. There it's giving me almost like sort of... you know, like minaret on a castle kind of vibe.
I was going to say that kind of like Moroccan-y type,
Aladdin,
Moorish
Persian
look.
kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, do you know, honestly, you and I could talk to you all day. 026298 is your item number on that one. $14.99 for your fabulous daisy edge die for you there. So you have a little taste, or the little hint of the floral there as well, which is lovely. So those are your dies from Pink Frog. Everything's on the website, so do check it out in the brand shop, of course. Let's take you through some more items as well. We've got our glue. Pink Frog glue now. Tell me, Claire, does this stick everything?
It does stick everything. It is an absolutely fabulous glue. So
Has it got a quick grab?
It's got a quick grab. It's also archival, so it's pH neutral.
Oh, nice. Who doesn't like a quick grab?
So
538442 is your item number on that one. That's your EVA glue. 225 millilitres, sorry, for you there. Next up for you, we've also got our quick stick sheets, if you'd like to go for these. $9.99 is your price on the quick stick sheets. It's 952250 is your item number on that one, if you would like to go for that. And then another one for you as well. We've got our fabulous embossing mat. If you would like to go for the embossing mat, this is your fabulous easy embossing mat. Why is embossing easy on the easy embossing mat?
It just means you can take your metal dies that you'd normally cut with and emboss with them. So again, for a small investment, you're taking what you've already got and making it more creative and giving like more life to anything you've got, really.
Which is what you want, giving it longevity, getting your money's worth, which is all important,
and it means you can kind of tie things in. So where you've got a die, but you want an embossed look to go with it, you can get that to match. Whereas sometimes you'll have an embossing folder and a die, but they don't quite go together. This solves that problem.
Thank you. I'm all for solving problems. 166978 is your item number if you would like to go for the easy embossing mat. There you go. Good size on that, nearly 15 centimetres by nearly 20 centimetres as well. Excuse me. Right, what time is it? Stop, it's Hamer time. Back to Claire Hamer and her fabulous demos. You're dancing. I love that even more.
Oh, definitely. Always dancing. I've managed to shut the drawer and I can't get my ink pad out, but that's fine. There's a new one.
Have you got it? Is it there?
It'll get there.
See,
no.
I can't run around and help you. This is driving me insane.
I'm
there
good,
you go, you're there.
I'm good. There you go. We're so organised.
No, but it's good. I love how you come with your chest of drawers. It's brilliant.
There you go. So linen card, I thought we'd show you some techniques on it. So we're going to stamp on it. So this is our Lily stamp from our Lily set. This is a beautiful set. So I am going to stamp on it. I've put a little bit of masking tape across because I want to put a sentiment on it. I'm going to do quite a simple version of this morning because obviously we're a little bit pushed for time.
Are you on again later, Claire?
I am. I'm on at 1 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
So this is our masket. So all I've done is stamp that same stamp onto masket and basically cut round it, so I've fussy cut it.
These are so clever. So basically, we've got sheets of masket this morning, actually. So if you want to go for them, basically it means you can stamp onto them, cut it out, pop it over your stamped image on your card or your project, whatever it may be, and then you can colour around it, and you're not going to get any sort of mixing up of your colours and your backgrounds.
No, so what it does is it kind of layers things as well. So this will layer this behind here. I've got one of those there, so I'm going to pop that there. So it means I can layer stamped images together, but I can also put like background around it and keep quite a lot of white space, which we'll see.
If you do want to go for 10 of the
minute.
masket sheets, £9.99 is the price. Basically, they're all A-size sheets of what the lovely Claire's using at the moment. Do you want to see a picture? Go on then. There you go. There's the picture of them. 976569.
And we'll just pop one little leaf on there for now.
See, I think these are real confidence boosters as well, masket sheets. Because you can build up your design and it always looks professional. Nothing sort of, you know, you don't get any lines crossing.
Yeah, it's something that it just makes you look way better than you are, and who doesn't love that? So to do the background, I thought we'd do. I've managed to smudge that a little bit.
It's like a crafting filter,
but we're going to
isn't it?
prop. So these are some of our Pearly Wink sprays. So we do these in collaboration with Pearly Winks. So this is the set of 7 that we do with them.
So what are they called, Claire?
These are Pearly Winks. So
Pearly
these
Winks.
are the Wink vibes. So they're just nice bright colours. So I'm just going to.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Oh, hello. I've got some of that on there. There you go. I am going to use a little bit of paper towel just because normally I like to let these dry as much as possible.
So this is going to like to blot it out.
Yeah. I'll have a little bit more. A little bit more orange. There you go. That's better. And a bit more pink. It doesn't need a bit. There you go. So that will just create a background straight away. So even though these are, you know, quite wet, they work fine on your linen card. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab one of our bigger background stamps. This is the alphabet stamp from Typewriter Editions. And because I don't want all of it, I'm just going to dab it into my ink pad. And it looks quite scary at this point because you're going over kind of your images and you're like, oh, it can't be right. But because you've got your masket and you've got your tape on, you're absolutely fine. And you can get into all those nooks and crannies. Because I don't need this to be kind of perfect, I'm just dabbing it with, as you can see, just
so you
using
can see that texture coming through
hand.
now. It's gorgeous.
So, you know,
it's kind of subtle but strong enough not to be sort of, you know, wishy-washy and hidden.
Definitely, it's beautiful. And then what we can do
Claire,
is...
just whilst you decide,
Go on.
what noise am I making now?
Oh, not that noise.
That's the, no, it's not sellout noise. This is the rustle of a happy hour arriving. I know it's like 45 minutes in. I forgot. My apologies. This is your happy hour deal for the hour. It's your Pink Frog Crafts foam pads collection. Look at this. You get 25 or 25 by 25 of your 2mm foam pads. That's 1,000 of them you are getting here, all on this big roll. This is fabulous. It works out. Look, I love your sheet. It says 1.4p per pad. You can cut in a half. If you cut in half, it makes 2,000 pads. If you cut in a quarter, it makes 4,000 pads. This is just so useful. I mean, again, it's not one of those items that is ever going to be like, oh, that's a... Can I say sexy? I'm going to say it. That's a sexy item. It's not a sexy item. It's an essential item, isn't it?
And they are. I love them because I love a raised, like a full panel on a card raised. So for me, trying to put those little tiny ones on.
Too fiddly sometimes.
Definitely.
So that's your happy hour deal if you want to go for that, 902-461. Am I right in thinking that runs out in about 13 minutes at 10 o'clock this morning? Sorry, I know you guys have already found it on the website. Well done. Should have introduced it at the start of the show. Forgot. My apologies.
So to colour this, so I'm not great at colouring. I'm going to hold my hands up. So, but what I am going to do is... literally, all I've done to colour this, and I'll show you the finished sample in a minute, is I've just put little dots of colour. So literally spots. That's all I am doing. And all I'm doing is I'm using the Pearly Winks to do this.
Now they're on the website, the Pearly Winks.
Yeah, I've sprayed the Pearly Winks out. I've got sweet orange and magenta. And I am just dotting this through.
There you go. That's the Pearly Winks, if you'd like to go for those. There are 7 sprays. Do we have the colours of those? Because there is what a nice little 7 sets they are. Your colours are there. You've got blue graphite there. You've also got in that colour... Sorry, you've got blue... Grotto, sorry, blue grotto, my apologies. Sweet orange is another colour in there. Yellow you've also got the diamond pearl, anemone blue, cotton white, and then finally magenta. Those are your colours in there. 588034. Back to you, lovely Claire.
There you go. So I'm going to bring in one that I've done, so you can see when those little dots dry, it's just so effective, but you've still got that whiteness that you've created in there. And then I'm going to pop this onto
an expensive looking card.
Little panel. And again, if I use the same colours that I've just used on my background, again, I'm not having to buy a different coloured card. I'm just using what I've already got, and I love that. Is that the sound?
It's the sound of a sellout. Slate grey has gone. Well done if you've got slate grey. No more takers. If any pop back, I'll let you know. We do still have the misty grey, but the slate grey has now sold out. Well done if you managed to get your hands on that one. Doug, it's another one. Take it away. Take it away.
It's very busy, isn't he, this morning?
Honestly, Doug should be on casters this morning because he's literally running in and out like an athlete.
So we've got our topper, so now we need a base card to pop all this on. So
I was going to name an athlete then, I realised I didn't really know one. There you go. Mo Farah, there you go.
There you go.
I was going to say something like Sebastian Coe, and I thought, do you know what, how old am I? Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
So we are...
Steve Ovett.
We're going to take this and we're just going to follow the instructions that you've got over there. But basically, we're going to score at 15.
So which card are we making?
We are doing an easel card with no mat.
OK, so we score at 21 centimetres, then at 15 centimetres from each end.
So 15, turn it round, and 15, and there you go.
This is fantastic. See, the other cards that you can make, because you do get full instructions with any of your card stock that we've got, including the white linen, which is brand new today. You get the easel card with no mat, the double gate fold, the side gate fold, the Z fold, the inverted stepper is there as well, your C5 pop-out card, your tri-fold, your pocket fold, your tent card, your landscape gate fold, and your landscape as well in the C5. Also, you get your details for your frames as well. So you are going to get not just the stuff that you need to make it, you're also going to get the know-how to make it as well with the stuff that you get.
So you'll see on this one that I finished, where I'd left that blank space with the tape, I've used that to then stamp our sentiment on, and I've done exactly the same on this bottom base panel where I've got birthday. So we've done exactly the same there. So I am going to get hold of some foam pads that we were just talking about.
Ooh, now if you want foam pads, it's happy hour. It's our happy hour deal. Runs until 10 o'clock this morning. Will this be popping up in the second hour with lovely Claire later, or will that be a different kind of...
I think we've got a different one for the second hour.
A different one in that one, right. So quick sticks on this. You've got until 10 o'clock to get this happy hour deal, because after that you won't be happy. 902-461 is your ice number. 1,000 foam pads on a roll.
So we've raised this up, so this will be our little stopper. Make sure you get birthday there. Oh, I've got a lovely shadow there. There you go. And pop that there.
These are lovely cards. These are what I call, other shops are available, but it's like a John Lewis card.
Oh, you know,
do you know what I mean?
the fact it'll
like
still fold flat in an
card.
Envelope, but yet, let's move all that out of the way.
What did you say about envelopes earlier? All of the cards that you can make with the actual folds, if you follow the sort of 10, go in just 2 different size envelopes.
2 different envelopes. So a C5 envelope, so would fit the kind of long, tall ones.
Yeah, the majority of them.
And then this would fit in a 6x6 envelope.
So that's good. Those are 2 classic sizes.
So, you know, as long as you're not making them too 3D, they'll go normal post as well. So, you know, if you're posting cards, always, you know, the things that us crafters are mindful of.
Yeah, postage can be a premium, can't it?
Yeah, so there you go. There's that little beauty.
I think that's gorgeous, Claire. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
708 655. Now, Claire, we've got about 5 minutes left on the show. I literally could spend the entire day with you, but sadly we can't. I'm going to go down the counter and let's talk about things that we've got here.
That's lovely.
Let's start with our white linen. Now, obviously, the actual texture on this, not always easy to see white on white, but Claire's actually done a little square here where she's put ink on it. This really brings the texture out. I mean, with cardstock like this, I mean, obviously there's so many different mediums that you could use to bring that texture out.
Definitely. So for me, there's kind of two things about this. Is one, the texture's there and you can bring it out, but also if you're using cards that have got a lot of white space on them, that texture just makes it more opulent and interesting.
Yes.
And adds an extra feature to it. So whether you do want to colour it with inks or sprays, or you want to leave it white, it does all of that for you.
It's a design function, isn't it?
Yeah, it ticks all those boxes.
This one proved to be very popular. I'm not surprised. Brand new today, 708655, the item number. 40% of a good stock has gone. It's only £16.49 as well. I mean, I love the fact you've got 50 sheets there, and each of those sheets is 15 centimetres in width, 42 centimetres in length, and that's per sheet. 33p you will be paying. That's pretty good, is it not? Next up for you, the only grey that we've got left on the show. We lost the slate grey. This is the misty grey, if you would like to go for this one. Also, 40% of the stock has gone on this. Look at that pearlescence. You don't get the bulldog clip, I'm afraid. But look, you can see you've got that beautiful pearlescence on there, which is stunning. I love the fact, I mean, this is what I love about pearlescent cardstock. It's one of those things, and the cardstock in general is great, but when you have pearlescent cardstock, it gives that extra kind of and that extra design feature, again, that extra bit of interest, as the lovely Claire said just now. When you are using this on your cards as well, I'll just show you a couple of samples here. You can see this one's been made by Katie. Glittery Katie, is that officially her name?
Yeah.
That's a great name to have. So that's Glittery Katie that's made this one. I don't know who's made this one. It doesn't say.
I think that's Anita.
It's gorgeous card making, but it shows you whether you are using your die cuts, whether you are using your heat embossing, whatever it may be. The grey works perfectly. 840108 is your item number on that one. Now, to finish the hour, a happy hour. Are we going to have a happy hour at our wedding, or is it going to be all day long?
Oh, all.
Should we have a free bar?
Full weekend.
Should we have a free bar?
Yes.
Let's do it. Free bar at the wedding.
Let's start saving.
Well, we're not paying for it, are we really? It's pretend. So free bar for all. If you obviously hashtag drink responsibly. If you would like to go for this, it is the happy hour deal. These will run out in about 5 minutes' time. It's about 9:55, isn't it? So yeah, 10 o'clock this deal will run out. 902 461. Why would you recommend this then, lovely Claire?
I love the size of them. So again, for me, I like lifting full card fronts off, but then for more detailed things I can just snip into them. So again, I've got everything I want in that one product.
And this is it. I mean, 100, that's a lie, 1,000 of the pieces for you here, 1,000 of the actual foam pads. I mean, that's going to give you some dimension on your card. I mean, if you want to go multi-layered with your mats and your layers and things like that, you're going to get great dimension on your card with that. Well worth going for. It's one of those items, pop it into your basket with your other items. It's your happy hour deal, but that price is only here of £13.99 as opposed to £16.99 for the next 4 minutes, and then it will be gone. Claire, can I say thank you? I have thoroughly enjoyed our first show.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, it's been brilliant. So thank you so much. You're back at 1 o'clock this afternoon with the lovely Catherine.
Yes,
I think it's Catherine you're with.
Catherine.
With the lovely Catherine this afternoon. So make sure you join Claire then. But do shop on the website between now and then and go and pop the items into your basket. Because remember, with all of the cardstock, bar the white linen, when they're gone...
They're gone.
Thank you, Claire. When they are gone, they are gone. So it's worth grabbing them now. Right, from me, Nigel May, I will see you after the break with another fabulous guest, with another fabulous show here at the Craft Store.